morning, and welcome to our session on North Africa medical devices regulatory updates. We are delighted to have you join us today for the important discussion, where we'll hear directly from the regulator authorities of Egypt, Tunisia, and Algeria. This session aims to provide valuable insights into the latest regulatory development, ongoing initiatives, and future directions in the medical device sector across the region. As regulatory landscapes continue to evolve, staying informed and engaged is key to ensure compliance and fostering innovation. We are honored to have distinguished representatives from each country who will share updates and answer questions. Their contributions are vital in helping us navigate the complexities of regulatory framework and strengthen collaboration across borders. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Marwa Said, a distinguished leader in the field of medical device regulation in Egypt. Dr. Marwa currently serves as the General Director of the General Administration of Medical Devices Registration at the Egyptian Drug Authority, EDA, a role she has held since September 2025. Dr. Marwa earned her Bachelor of Pharmaceutical Sciences in 2005 and has since dedicated nearly 2 decades to advancing a regulatory framework of medical devices. Her journey began in 2006 at the Central Administration of Pharmaceutical Affairs, where she played a vital role in shaping Egypt's medical device registration process. In 2020, with the establishment of the EDA, Dr. Marwa continued to contribute her expertise, helping to build a robust and transparent regulatory system. Her leadership has been instrumental in introducing new services, streamlining registration procedures, and aligning Egypt's regulatory practices with international standards. Today, she will share her key updates on Egypt's regulatory framework, including first-time registration of software as a medical device and recent exemptions related to ISO 13485 certification. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Marwa.
I will sharing with you latest medical device regulatory updates. First, we have a new service. Introduction of a new service. Addition of sub-distributor to a valid already registered medical device. Company does not have to go through the registration process. It obtains approval by submission. By submission to variation department the request and get a notification. Second, regarding medical devices that had a valid certificate to foreign government from FDA, we comply with the rule of Custom and Border Protection by adopting country of origin as a country of origin of last substantial step. Third, for first-time registration of software as a standalone medical device. Fourth, exemption of submitting ISO certificates. If a medical device has an MDR certificate, it submits free sale from reference country and CE mentioning legal and actual manufacturer. If it has a GMP certificate, it adds with it CE certificate and free sale from reference country. Choose one of them mentioning legal and actual manufacturer. For a medical device with MDD certificate extension and self-declaration, can submit a GMP certificate with CE mentioning legal and actual or free sale mentioning and legal or actual. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dua, for insightful updates and introducing software as a medical device for the first time in Egypt.
Yes.
Would you please add more details on how EDA will adopt and EDA will allow sufficient grace period to companies to adapt it to the new regulation?
Okay. Software as a standalone medical device is regulated newly in MDR, and it's not a physical medical device to be shipped. So by accepting the registration file, which is so simple file, certificates and analysis, verification, validation report, the company has to import for 1 year.
Upon
This
submission.
yes, this is a valid grace period.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Dua.
Thank you.
Now it's my honor to introduce Dr. Saida Voghalia, Deputy Director at the Directorate of Medical Device Registration within the Algerian Ministry of Pharmaceuticals. Dr. Voghalia is a principal physician with extensive experience in material-vigilance and patient safety. She previously led the National Center of Pharmaco and Material-Vigilance and served as project manager for patient safety related to medical devices between 2012 and 2015. Today, she joins us to present Algeria's latest regulatory updates, including the digitization of approval process, enhanced post-market surveillance, and alignment with international standards. Her leadership is instrumental in shaping Algerians' ambition to become a regional hub for medical device innovation and safety.
So good morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. I'm so happy to be here for the second time and participate for the AfriSummit. And I thank all the organizers. So today I will present an overview of a recent regulatory development in the field of medical devices in Algeria, covering the period 2023 to 2025. So this is our agenda. So in Algeria is undergoing a major transformation of its healthcare system, and the medical device sector is a key part of this evolution. We are here to share recent regulatory updates that aim to enhance patient safety and promote a local innovation. These years marked a major evolution in how medical devices are approved, marketed, and monitored across the country. The medical device sector represents a growing share of the Algerian pharmaceutical market, so the ANPP plays a central role in the regulation and approval of these products. Namely, it's a national body responsible for ensuring that medical devices comply with quality and safety requirements, like we'll have a look on the regulation, health, safety, and compliance of medical devices. We see technical and regulatory processing of approval applications, and documentary and scientific evaluation of files and laboratory testing. So our objective of this presentation, is to understand the current legal framework, identify the new decrees and INPP notes, review the key. compliance, and our checklist for manufacturers and importers. This year, we launched a digital platform to facilitate recognition, registrations and improve transparency. In addition, post-marketing surveillance has been strengthened to quickly detect potential issues like we will see it now. So from 2018, we adopted a law, 1810, on medical devices, which gradually being implemented in our country. It's implementing decrees defining the specific procedures for registration and control of medical devices, classifications of devices according to their risk from risk 1 to 4, and manufacturers' obligations to have the 13485 certifications. And so the key of regulatory changes from the 2023 to till 2025 is introduction of a national electronic system. I said it's a IMPP platform, strengthening requirements for post-market surveillance and health vigilance, and establishment of clear deadlines for approval decision target for 90 days, and increased transparency requirement for reporting devices related to incidents. This is the new, this slide is very important. So here is the list of the latest introduction of the principal interdependence, strengthening of communication and coordinations between stakeholders, definition of the national medical device vigilance system with a clear responsibilities for all stakeholders. So on the 10th of September 2025, so we adopt this we have this interministerial order, which relating to the framework for the principal regulatory trust and the mutual recognition in relation to pharmaceutical products and medical devices. The second purpose is to coordination and communication regarding the regulation of pharmaceutical products and medical devices. And the third one is organization and operation of the national pharmacovigilance and medical device vigilance systems. So for the fabricant or operator who are interested about this, you can have a look on our site, USIP, I spell it USIP. So it's a new site, so you can have a look on the internet. So you will have the interconnection between all the stakeholders of pharmaceuticals products and authorities in Algeria. On this slide, so I put the official text available. So on January 2025, we updated this note on 30 of September 2025. So we introduced an online appointment system for submitting approval applications. The second one was on the 10th of February 2025. So the AMPP allows non-approved medical devices to obtain marketing authorization, which is called ACP, Autorisation de Commercialisation Provisoire, valid for 1 year. We use it in an emergency case, subject to the provision of GMP, BPF certificates, free sales certificates, etc. On the 6th of February 2025, this ministerial order allows for the exceptional marketing of non-approved devices is subject to certain conditions. January 2023, we have a decree It's a project to provide for a 24-month extension for devices that have not been yet approved in order to maintain supply to hospitals. On March 2024, we got a note, a door on medical device vigilance obligations under Law 1811. I've said it before. And the last one, it was on the 1st of April 2024. It's a note, number 9, concerning pharmaceutical establishments for medical devices. It contains its status, responsibility, formalities for establishment related to medical devices. So I will, digitization is a major change. I've heard it this morning. All was speaking about digitization. That speeds on up the approval process. In addition, we have established a priority pathway for innovative devices, which is crucial for a rapid access to technology. So, our simplifications and development gave us the possibility of interactive exchanges with assessors to speed up the procedure, implementation of a priority system of innovative and urgent devices, and harmonization with international practices to facilitate access to the Algerian market. So patient safety remains our priority. The national vigilance system involves all stakeholders with rapid reporting of incident and active risk management. We are also working to train professionals to strengthen these chains. So continuous analysis of safety data and updating of product information is really important. So all the fabricants and importers have to give up the incident, report the incident about their medical devices all over the world. And development of risk, to have a development of risk management training courses for industry and stakeholders. It helps us to have better information about your products, which is on our markets. So to keep pace with global standards, we are gradually implementing ISO standards and collaborating with the WHO and our European partners. This facilitates exports and imports while guaranteeing product quality. We have challenges. Some of these challenges are complexity of procedure for small and local businesses. So one of the solutions is the establishment of one-stop shop and personalized support services. The second one is lack of local clinical data. So we encourage national clinical studies in partnership with hospitals. The third one is strengthening the technical capacities of evaluators. So we have an educative program and international exchanges. I finished. So the future looks bright with clear goal to make Algeria a regional center of excellence. We encourage local innovation and emerging technologies. particularly convected devices to meet the needs of the African market. So we have the development of a local manufacturing and innovation ecosystem. We got 111 local manufacturers, but not many manufacturers of high-tech devices. We encourage public-private partnerships to accelerate access to technologies, digital health in experiencing estimated annual growth of 7.6%, and integration of connected medical devices into the regulatory framework. So Algeria occupies a strategic position in the region. We are proud to be leaders in the Maghreb and among the best in the Arab world. And we aim to strengthen our position in the Mediterranean and beyond. So in conclusion, between 2023 and 2025, Algeria made major progress in regulating medical devices. The ANPP is now the central authority on ensuring transparency and safety. Companies must adopt a quality-driven, compliant, and patient-focused approach. This regulatory development are important step towards a greater security and innovation. So we update our regulatory updates aim to enhance safety and innovation. Regional collaboration is the key to harmonization standards and facilitating trade, as my colleague said before. The ANPP remains committed to supporting the sustainable development of medical devices in Algeria. Alors, la dernière. I will finish about this beautiful photo, image, picture. I will conclude with this magnificent photo of red tadrat. It's a place in our Sahara desert, which offers almost a Martian landscape, evoking images of another world, and which I invite you to visit it. Thank you very much. Thank you for attention. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fogalia, for highlighting Algerian digital transformation and regulatory advancement. Your leadership is truly inspiring. Now it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Khalil Shemli, a pharmaceutical expert specializing in analytical chemistry and regulatory affairs. Dr. Shemli was part of the Faculty of Pharmacy of Monastir between 2013 and 2019, and pursued advanced specialization in analytical chemistry from 2020 to 2024. He currently serves as the Medical Device and Health Products Assessor at Tunisia's National Agency for the Control of Medicines and Health Products, ANMPS. In his role, Dr. Shemli is responsible for the technical control of medical devices, including the review of documentation submitted by importer and the analysis of product samples to ensure compliance with safety and quality standards. Today, he will share insights into Tunisia's evolving regulatory landscape, including current import control procedures, the role of market surveillance, and the anticipated reform that aims to align Tunisia with international standards. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Shemli.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm truly honored to be here today representing my country, Tunisia, and speaking on behalf of the National Agency for the Control of Medicine and Health Products. I would like to thank all the organizers, and today I will be presenting an overview of medical device regulation in Tunisia, a topic that is currently evolving and of growing importance. So, as an introduction, in Tunisia, medical devices and in vitro diagnostic medical devices currently do not have specific Tunisian law governing them, but a draft law is still under validation. So at present, only imported products are subject to technical import control procedure known as CTI in order to obtain marketing authorization for consumption. This procedure is conducted in accordance with Law number 94/41 of March 7, 1994, related to foreign trade. On the other hand, locally manufactured products are monitored through market surveillance, which includes complaint management and material vigilance. Concerning the documentary review and sample control, so the control performed by the agency consists of two main components. First, a documentary evaluation conducted according to a predefined checklist. This review is mainly based on European regulations as well as American and Canadian standards. Second, sample control, which involves verifying mandatory labeling, packaging integrity, and the absence of foreign materials. Laboratory testing may also include physicochemical, mechanical, and microbiological analysis, and are particularly for products such as gloves, needles, and condoms. These controls ensure that imported medical devices placed on the Tunisian market are safe, effective, and of high quality. To assess each file, we use a checklist that includes the administrative, technical, and regulatory criteria required for the evaluation. So this tool allows us to ensure a consistent and transparent review process for every imported medical device, which must bear the CE marking. So it consists of a certificate of origin, an invoice, certificate of resale, ISO 13485 for the quality management system certificate, especially for class 1 medical devices, certificates of sterilization and biocompatibility, manufacturer's declaration of conformity, and the CE certificate in accordance with MDR or with a directive accompanied by a confirmation letter. Concerning the transitional measures in Tunisia, so the agency has issued two notes, one in January 26, 2023, and published on January, so as I said, stated that the AMC could be granted only for medical devices that has been present on the Tunisian market for at least 3 years. Additionally, these devices needed to have either a valid certificates at the time of their manufacture or a valid approval from the competent authority. Later, on October 13th, 2023, Tunisia adopted regulation, the MDR, which amended the regulation 2023/607, which amended the Article 120 of the MDR. So from that date onward, manufacturers were required to present evidence of signed agreement between the manufacturer and the notified body in charge of the MDR conformity assessment. This approach was implemented to ensure a smooth and controlled transition toward MDR-compliant device while maintaining the availability and safety of products on the Tunisian market. Concerning the procedure for obtaining the marketing authorization for consumption, so in Tunisia, marketing authorization for consumption are granted for each batch of imported medical devices since June 2023. And since June of this year, the evaluation of technical documentation and sample inspection has been conducted every 2 years only as part of what we call administrative AMC. So currently, most of the medical devices controlled by the agency are sterile products. Non-sterile devices are either freely imported or controlled by other departments within the Ministry of Health. In the near future, the scope of the agency will expand to include in vitro diagnostic medical devices and the medical equipment as well. Concerning the draft law legislation on medical devices in Tunisia, so the new law will also regulate importation, distribution, and sales activities of medical devices. A traceability system will be implemented by all economic operators and healthcare facilities, ensuring complete tracking of devices throughout their cycle. Furthermore, market surveillance and vigilance will be strengthened through collaboration between the competent authority and the private sector. So looking ahead, the official publication date of the new medical device law in Tunisia is not yet known. According to the current draft version, a transitional period will be established once the law comes into force. So 1 year will be granted to importers and imported medical devices, and 2 years to local manufacturers, starting from the date of the enforcement. The implementation of the new AMC procedure in June 2025 has already brought significant progress. It has helped simplify the control process while still ensuring the quality and safety standards are fully maintained. This change also represents an intermediate step toward the future registration system, and there is a registration of all economic operators and medical devices will allow the authority to have a clear overview of all products available on the Tunisian market. The Ministry of Health and the agency are committed to centralize and harmonize all regulatory controls for health products. This approach will lead to greater efficiency, better coordination, foreign manufacturers and regulatory authorities alike. So concerning the future outlook and regulatory transition, the official publication date of the new medical device law, as I said, is not known. But the new AMC procedures implemented since June has reduced administrative burden. The evaluation of technical documentation and sample inspection has been conducted every 2 years, ensuring continued safety of medical devices, serving as transition step toward full registration. As a conclusion, I will say that the regulatory framework for medical devices in Tunisia is undergoing significant reform. This is reflected in the establishment of the agency, which will expand its scope to include in vitro diagnostic medical devices and medical equipment, as well as in the upcoming legislation that will enable the registration and traceability of all medical devices on the Tunisian market. The competent authority aims to centralize and harmonize control procedures for all health products, improving efficiency, transparency, consistency to the benefit of importers, foreign manufacturers, and regulatory authorities. Thank you for your attention.
So thank you for attending today's session. We appreciate the valuable updates shared by the regulators from Egypt, Tunisia, and Algeria, and look forward to continued engagement across the region. Thank you.